Thank you for your teaching, Guru. Your deep definition of kindness. What means kindness? Like from with Buddhists, with non-Buddhists, because kindness is for everyone, right? So, this is the question.
So now, kindness, loving kindness, compassion. There is in Tibetan we call it Chamdang Hingji, Karuna and Maitri Bhav, in Sanskrit. So the compassion is more focusing on suffering. And loving kindness is more focusing on joy, happiness, which means like I genuinely wish that all the sentient beings or people, no matter Buddhist or non-Buddhist or everybody, not only human being, but all the six realm, the sentient beings, they are suffering, and how I can decrease that suffering, how the sentient beings will decreasing their suffering by me, that what the way maybe me as an example, or the way I maybe speech or think or talk or action, so that how I can decrease the suffering of other sentient beings. So that is more like here we call it compassion, Yingji, the Karuna Bhav. So the Maitra Bhav, the loving kindness, is like that how I can increase the happiness and joy in other beings. And how, like, if you are happy already, how may I increase that happiness? How I can become a cause or condition that your happiness, joy will be increased. If you are not happy or not joy, how I will become a cause and condition for your happiness. So that is more like what we call the loving kindness. Now, but it is still that both loving kindness and compassion is still, it's a very dualistic. There is a I, the hero, the bodhisattva, and there is a you, who is sentient beings suffering. Do you see that? It's a very dualistic. And so that is what we call the relative compassion, the relative bodhicitta. The relative bodhicitta is happening in the duality, and there is a I and there is a you, the sentient beings, as a separate. So in the general, our understanding of this loving kindness, compassion is like, oh, he's very kind human being. Kind in the sense that, he understand me, he kind of respect me, he really care me, he really da. All this, how we define that as a good human being, So, but anyhow, no matter the bodhisattva or the good human being, all this kindness and compassion, the quality, are still a dualistic compassion and loving kindness, and that is what we call that merit, because there is a two type of the merits. One is the dualistic merit, and one is non-dualistic, the wisdom. It's also merit, but it's a non-dualistic merit. So the interesting part is the dualistic compassion and loving kindness is compassion, but that merit of loving kindness and compassion, we will still stuck in the samsara. So whatever you do, based on the duality, based on the ego, based on let's say self, no matter what you do, no matter meditation, visualization, or compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta, that is called relative bodhicitta. So anything, everything what you do, you will go highest of the highest in the God realm, or highest of the highest, the form and formless realm through the meditation, the deep, the jhana, the meditation. But you can't go beyond the samsara. So now that ultimate bodhicitta, which means ultimate compassion, loving kindness, enter here in order to liberate yourself from this sixth realm or samsara. And now that loving kindness, compassion is, once you know, from Vajrayana point of view, once you know this body is not you, this mind is not you, this feeling is not you, and your so-called your alaya consciousness or subconsciousness is not you or not yours, and no matter millions of, even trillions of lifetimes, the karma, good or bad, in your subconscious, that's not me or not mine. Do you see that? So there's no possessor. It doesn't belong to someone called I. It is there, but there's no possessor, which we call the I-less, ego-less. And that is Dharmakaya. That is who you really are ultimately. And accepting that truth, because that is the whole, the Vajrayana, the practicing from the which we call that from the fruition and from the result we are practicing. That's the beauty of Vajrayana. That means you are the Dharmakaya Buddha. Not like one day you will become. You are the Dharmakaya Buddha. In this very moment, you are complete. That is the Dzogchen of great perfection. You are already perfect in this very moment without doing anything. For that, not like you start Buddhism and then you become perfect. No matter your Buddhism, non-Buddhism, atheist, whatever, or even animal, you are complete in this very moment. You are the Dharmakaya Buddha. That means you are the egoless, selfless. Now, that is the responsible of the teachers to introduce to a student that you are already complete, not like you are full of shit. Do you see that from the Vajrayana point of view? But that's a way of saying it. And more you have a confidence in self-confidence of you as a Dharmakaya, not as a soul or alaya consciousness or all the shit is there, but it's not you and not yours. And once you know that, and once you accept that, and once you fully accept that, and that is ultimate Guru Yoga. So you have to understand that your nature of mind as ultimate Guru, and you have to fall in love with that ultimate nature of mind. And my point here is, once you totally embrace the ultimate you, and you recognize ultimate you, and you accept that you are a Buddha, now the interesting thing you will start to know, if you are Buddha, if your ultimate truth is Buddha, then your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your Dharma friend, all the six and all the sentient beings, they are also Buddha. It's not like you're special. If your ultimate truth is Buddha, Dharmakaya, then there's no exception. All the sentient beings are Buddha in that very moment from the Vajrayana point of view. They're already complete from the Dharmakaya point of view. Now that is the ultimate compassion and ultimate loving kindness. That is the wisdom. In that very moment, you are liberating yourself, you're awakening yourself, and you are liberating all the sentient beings in that very moment when you are knowing the truth of the sentient beings. And that is what I saw in this 3 years, in 6 months, when I was traveling all over the Tibet, meeting with all the Dzogchen and all the Mahamudra masters. And they all have this quality, especially in the Vajrayana masters. They know who they are, and they know all the sentient beings who they are. Did you see that? And that's why, there this, what we call this, the confident in their spiritual path and as a teacher, and confident in the students, because they know that all the students are enlightened beings. And the problem here is the student don't accept that simple truth. And that's why you need so much merit to accept this truth. And that's why you have to do all this preliminary practice and all this. And that is in order to purify the body, speech, and mind's negative karma, so that you start to accept the ultimate truth, which is not you, the body is not you, but still that attachment is so strong. So the ultimate loving kindness and compassion is not a duality, but non-duality. Dharmakaya itself is the ultimate compassion, ultimate loving kindness, and ultimate kindness. And that kindness will not change. Some kindness, today I'm kind to you, tomorrow I'm not kind to you. Do you see that? Today I'm kind to you because you're smiling to me and you are so nice to me, and that's why I'm kind to you. But if you change your mood, I will change your mood. Do you see that? And that is like a very impermanent kindness. But ultimate kindness, it's never changed. 365 days. It's beyond time and space. It's just there. And that is our goal, to achieve that kind of kindness. But before that, we should have this good human being quality in duality. So nam de tamji sikpa ni thomne ni ben da nam phamji sing jega na chi balaw thukpa yi sipe cholen do wan tholwa sho gewa thi nyurdo da chakja chimbon do wa chikcha malu ba ti salam go parsho. May all enlighten from this teaching. May you all realize the nature of mind. May you all accept who you really are.